23 now.
Uyunglele is going to keep it himself and pick up 2. 2nd down and 8. He's a big dude. I mean, you talk about 6'4", 250 pounds. Robert, we saw him down in the field. He's a punishing type of runner.
Yes. You look at those legs. I mean, look at those thunder thighs. Oh, my gosh.
You got a lot of leg days, huh?
Honestly, I would prefer that if they're going to run him, spread it out. Go empty. Give him more space to run because he's not a super fast guy, but he can run with some power.
He's going to take off again after they empty out the backfield, and he picks up the 1st down plus about 3 yards. So that time, Robert, like you said, they spread it out a little bit more. They empty out Shipley, and it's a nice gain for DJ. He picks up 11.
He's not a guy that's going to run past people, but if you can give him space and have him only have to worry about one defender, as you see there, he makes him miss, he can get effective yardage down the field.
And got a split to the bottom of your screen. They're going to keep it on the ground with Shipley. Remember, he won a high school championship in this stadium about a year ago this time. Tanner Engel making the tackle for North Carolina State, picks up 2. It'll be 2nd down from the 10.
Once again, I'd look for them to either run DJ Uyunglele up the middle or to try to get the ball to Justin Ross, number 8. He's their best receiver.
Ross, the inside receiver on that trips right. DJ going to keep it and brought down for a gain of about 1. He wants a face mask on Savion Jackson, but no flag on the play. 3rd down coming up.
You see him here trying to get, oh, that's definitely a face mask, right? Oh, and he pulled and held on to it too. DJ's going to feel that one in his neck tomorrow. I can understand why he wanted the penalty there.
Right.
But hey, the ref didn't see it.
We got an injured player down to the field. That's Will Shipley. Wow, what a terrible afternoon for Clemson in terms of injuries. Brazee and Skalski, and they were already missing Davis after surgery on his bicep, and Will Shipley now being tended to by the athletic training staff.
And you see him right here. DJ kind of goes, oh no. The defensive tackle whiplashes and then lands on Will Shipley's leg like that. Please, God, make it stop. We don't want to see these guys getting hurt.
You see the athletic trainer there doing the stability test on that left knee.
I can tell you right now, for a player, that's the worst position you want to be in. I've been in those situations when they're checking out your knee from injuries, and sometimes you just know when something's really, really bad, and I'm hoping that Will Shipley, as he comes home here to play at NC State, can have a great positive diagnosis after this injury.
Yeah, I'm not speculating, folks, but I've been around long enough in the gyms across this country to know what the stability test is when athletic trainers are checking out for knee damage. Let's take one more look.
And you see it right there. His left leg's in the ground, and the defensive lineman just gets stuck and hyperextends his knee there, and you got all types of ligaments there that could possibly be injured. And as you see Will Shipley just limping off the field, it's just a very, very drastic downing moment.
He's been their best player so far offensively this season. At least he has been in the last couple of games, earning his first official start here this afternoon. And he's a guy that, as I mentioned earlier, back in high school, drew comparisons to McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey of the Charlotte Panthers, so much so that McCaffrey actually hit him up last year after his high school championship and said, hey man, good job, keep working hard.
And Dabo even called him the best leader on their team, and that's saying a lot for a freshman. But here we go, we got 3rd and 7.
Kobe pacing for him.
That's the guy. Watch Justin Ross.
Uyunglele, touchdown Ross! As prescribed, Justin Ross, one of the great comeback stories in college football this year, missed all of last year because of spinal surgery and comes through with a big catch here.
You see him here, he just runs up, steps on the toes of Tanner Engel, makes him think he's running a corner and takes it to the post. Wow, that's a big time play and a big time moment.
9-yard reception for the touchdown. Clemson goes up by 7. North Carolina State has an opportunity here in overtime. They've got to equalize to get it to the next round, the next period. And Justin Ross, man, he has been maybe the most inspiring player on that Clemson team. They watched him all of last year attend every practice, even though he couldn't play, and even though there was a question as to whether he would ever play again after that neck injury. 12 targets, 8 catches, 77 yards, and a look of consternation etched across that lady's countenance.
I was going to say, there couldn't be two more drastic differences in those looks, because Justin Ross's look on his face is, I told you, I knew I was going to make the play.
It's Devin Leary's turn now. Arm in motion. They give it to Knight. Broke a couple of tackles. Nice run up the middle. Picks up about 7, almost 8 yards on the carry. Boy, Zonovan Knight has been a battering ram, a behemoth, Leviathan for him so far offensively.
Dang, man, how many more adjectives you got? That was incredible right there.
He's been a workhorse.
He has, and he's a hard tackle, right? They have him listed at 5'11", 210, but right about now he's looking 6 foot 230 to these guys.
They give it to him again. Knight puts his hat down and picks up a first down for North Carolina State. Pounding away on that offensive line. And that offensive line, we haven't said much about them. They've done a nice job today, right, Robert?
They are a physical athletic unit, right? You see number 79 right there. They call him Icky. He is an NFL-type player, and they have done a great job of really running the stretch zones, giving the running backs holes to get through. And we've seen NC State do this all the way down the field, but now it's just about getting into the end zone to stay in this game.
1st and 10 from the 15. They give it to Knight again. Cuts it back and picks up close to 5 down to the 10. The defense, remember, without James Skalski, without Brian Brzee, Tyler Davis did not dress in wake of his bicep surgery. And Spector has picked up some of that load today. He has 18 tackles.
Wow.
Sideline to sideline, Robert Griffin.
Yes, he is. And NC State's run 91 plays today. 91. And those guys that you mentioned that are out, they're not just NFL-type players. These are guys that Clemson has relied on day in and day out.
Leary, and Emezi brought down about 2 yards shy of that first down. So it sets up 3rd down and 2. Robert, what do you like here if you're North Carolina State? Emezi's been reliable. Knight has been reliable. Pretty flexible choices here, right?
Don't overthink it. It's 3rd and 2. Run the ball twice. Okay, you've been able to run the ball against this Clemson front. Make them stop you running the ball. If you throw the ball here, you know you're going to have to go for it on 4th and 2, right? So just go ahead and run the ball, stack behind your offensive line. But if you do decide to throw it, I would love to see them work this one-on-one matchup to the boundary.
They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They're going to pull it out into the end zone. Incomplete for Emezi. And there's a flag down. So hold on. There's a flag in the end zone.
Holding defense, number 24. This an eligible receiver. Pass across the line.
There's the one-on-one to the boundary that I was talking about.
Automatic first down.
There's a little bit of a tug on the shirt there by the cornerback, Jones.
Wow.
But hey, I don't know about that call. The ball didn't look like it was catchable, but hey, if you're a Wolfpack fan, you're very excited because guess what? They got a new set of downs, and they're still in this game.
1st and goal from just inside the 4. Zonovan Knight, the lone back. And it's Knight between the tackles, keeping those legs moving. Might have gotten a little over a yard. Foster there to bring him down along with Bentley. Man, tough sledding between the tackles on that run. Look at just the mass of bodies. 2nd down and goal. Which way are you looking to go here, Robert?
For me, I'm thinking they do what they did early in the game for their second touchdown, where they moved the pocket. They brought the heavy set in, made Clemson think that they were going to run the ball, and they moved Leary onto the right side and had some easy throws for the touchdown. If you're going to throw the ball, now is the time. Don't wait till 3rd and goal or 4th and goal. Do it now.
Clemson has already scored in the overtime period. North Carolina State must do the same here. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Wolfpack.
Timeout. Final charge timeout of the overtime period.
And that's their only one in the overtime period. Clemson still hanging on to its timeout. There's a look at number 79. Talk about him, Icky. 6'4", 320. What an afternoon, now evening here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Emotions running high, a lot of excitement. Justin Ross after that last touchdown catch, and that's the opposite end of the gamut for North Carolina State Wolfpack fans. Dismay.
He thought he was going to be eating some Howlin' Cow ice cream.
How about that, huh?
You know? Come on, done. Get it done.
Be like that.
Sometimes it be like that, but now
2nd and goal.
They got to get it in the end zone to stay in this game.
2 receivers out to the top of your screen. They motion one of them, Leary, into the end zone. A little bit of contact. And no flag on the play. Zonovan Knight ran into Makuba. Or say whatever you want. Describe it any way you want. There was contact. No flag. 3rd and goal for North Carolina State coming up.
And the Wolfpack did exactly what we talked about. They moved the pocket right there on 2nd and goal. Gave Leary an opportunity. But here, they're talking about the contact here. Oh, man. I don't know. They might have got away with one right there. And Leary didn't help him with the throw. Right. If he maybe threw the ball a little closer to him, maybe they would have said it wasn't uncatchable, but there was definitely contact there.
3rd and goal, Leary rolling out, hits his man, touchdown, Thomas! With the extra point to follow.
We've been talking about Thayer Thomas all day, so what do? They go back to the movement of the quarterback, have a nice little pick play there by the outside receiver for Thayer Thomas, and wow, nice play.
Christopher Dunn is 0 for 3 on his field goal attempts today. Does he still have his head or not? Well, there's part of the answer. He ties it at 21. And all is well again at Carter Finley until the next overtime round.
Visit Upsy.com today.
All right, back here. Clemson with a timeout remaining. North Carolina State has used their one. Dave Doran's team has had opportunities, had a chance to win it on a 39-yard field goal at the end of regulation with 2 seconds to go. But Christopher Dunn pulled it left, but found a measure of atonement just a few moments ago and knocking through the extra point to tie this game at 21. Remember, in the second overtime period with the rule change, teams must go for the 2-point conversion. Leary hands it off to Person. And Person picks up about 3 on the play. Person and Knight have done a nice job carrying that football. Just grinding it out on the ground. Knight 6'1", 222. Pardon me, Person 6'1", 222. Knight, a nice compliment at 5'11", 210.
Can you imagine how tired Clemson's defense has to be? Right? They've been on the field for almost 100 plays.
How do you spell ice bath after the game? 2nd and 7, Leary has tons of time into the end zone. Caught! Miraculously, Carter!
by the Wolfpack. Here, you're going to watch this catch. Oh, look, he gets it in the breadbasket, gets both feet in and holds on. We can talk about Devin Leary in the throw all day, but Devin Carter, wow, that's a special play he just made in a critical moment.
Got to go for 2 here. They're going to take a look at it. 22-yard reception. He contorts his body in full flight, Robert. You talk about flexibility at that speed to make that grab. Unbelievable.
His ability to keep his eyes on the ball as he brought his shoulders back. Oh, man. Don't underestimate that. That was a special play right there by Devin Carter, number 88. Woo! This is exciting.
Dave Doran told us we're going to have to make the ordinary plays, but also we must. It's paramount to make the extraordinary plays, the extraordinary plays, the super plays. And this is one of them by Carter.
Here it is again. They run the fake screen and go. They've been running screens all day. Clemson's like, oh my gosh, we got to stop it. And then what do? They run the go pattern, and he makes a phenomenal adjustment to the back end zone. Man, oh man. That was easy like Sunday morning.
Well, the extra point still to come. They're reviewing that last catch.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
It's a touchdown. They've adjudicated it and called it good. Christopher Dunn now in. Now he's not coming in. They've got to go for 2. That's the rule change this year. The second overtime.
I was going to say, the Wolfpack might be happy that they don't have to bring Christopher Dunn back out there to kick another field goal, man.
Let's see what they elect to do. The nose of the ball at the 3-yard line. Ricky Person in the backfield to the right of Devin Leary. Thomas in motion. They look his way. Leary under duress. Gonna have to throw it into a tight window. No good, but they still lead by 6. 27-21. Clemson will get the football with one more opportunity to salvage this game. North Carolina State will have to hang its hat on defense coming up here. They're going to break that 8-game losing streak. But one more look at that spectacular, dynamic, athletic catch by Carter. Wow.
Look, sometimes as a quarterback, we just throw a nice ball. And then sometimes our receivers make us right. I call it HBO. Help a brother out. Okay? Help a brother out.
Hey.
He threw it to the back shoulder. He made the play. That's how you do it, baby.
Yeah, Carter has that station. DJ, little out and up, downfield, incomplete. Ross couldn't squeeze it. It appeared as if he had it until he made contact with the ground.
That was almost an identical throw and catch. And on one side, you see NC State make the play, and on the other, you see Justin Ross, their best receiver, make the adjustment, and as he's going to the ground, drop the ball. Man, that is a big-time mishap right there.
Kobe Pace in the backfield. They're without Will Shipley, who was injured a little bit earlier, remember. This is Pace. Picks up 5. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 to go. Tanner Engel making the tackle. But, boy, how big is it right now, Robert, that they don't have Will Shipley in the backfield?
It is. It's huge. Will Shipley is the guy that they've wanted to lean on. They've seen him play extremely well early on in the season, and now he's not out there anymore. You know, let's not make it seem like Mr. Pace here is some slop. This guy can play as well. But in this moment, you got to put the ball in DJ Uyungale's hand, either running it or throwing it. Let's see what they do.
Thought he was going to run with it into the end zone and incomplete. 4th down coming up for the ball game. Drake Thomas with good pressure on Uyunglele. 4th down coming up.
All right, Tony Elliott. Whatever your best play you got. The one that you said, all right, this scheme in this moment, it's 4th down and 5. This is what they're going to play. You got to call it now, man. It's now or never.
What a difference a season makes for the Clemson Tigers. No Trevor Lawrence, no ETN. This next group facing an uphill climb. This is what the scoring has looked like on the afternoon and now into the evening. Clemson struck first. North Carolina State came back with a couple of touchdowns, and then Shipley, who's no longer in the ball game, with that one, and then Ross with the touchdown catch. And into overtime we went. And Carter with some downfield pyrotechnics, some fireworks on that spectacular grab. It's 27-21. The gold standard in the ACC over the last several years right now, on the brink, hanging tenuously by a thread. Clemson down by 6. DJ into the end zone, incomplete for Ross, and the streak is over. They answer the opportunity. NC State rides on the strength of the pack.
Oh my, they're going to be eating Howlin' Cow ice cream tonight, baby. Oh, watch out for Hillsborough Street. Woo! The Wolfpack come away with the massive upset.
Dave Doran talked about it. Said this is a huge opportunity for us against a top 10 team. I've never beaten a top 10 team here at NC State. It's a conference game. We got to have it. He said if you want a seat at the table, it starts with Clemson. Well, make room at the buffet table for NC State, because the Wolfpack are here. And some frayed feelings on the other side, understandably, for the Tigers. They came so close at the end, but Justin Ross couldn't come up with this one.
Here it is. DJ throws the ball. Justin Ross just couldn't get his hands out to it. It was actually a great throw. Oh, man. They're going to be watching that one all week and realizing how close they were to winning this game.
What does this mean for the Clemson Tigers with respect to the college football playoff?
Well, you never say never, right? But with 2 losses in the month of September, it's not looking good for them. Who knows what they're going to be ranked after this loss to unranked NC State. But all they can focus on is going 1-0 next week and see if they can climb their way back into the title chase.
For the reigning ACC champs, they will face more profound questions than answers as they prepare for next week's football game. Their 36-game win streak against unranked teams is done. It's history. North Carolina State wins against the top 10 team.
And the one thing that we can't forget to mention is the fact that Clemson is no longer in control of their own destiny when it comes to ACC play after losing this game to NC State. Wow, what a moment, what an atmosphere.
What a great time here at Carter Finley. And the best catch of the day by Carter. For Quinn Kesnick and Robert Griffin III, I'm Mark Jones. Now to Joe Tessitore, Greg McElroy with Tennessee and Florida. Guys.